Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year to come to one and all. We're going to revisit Action PC Baseball version 2026 manual entry. We're going to try a little History Maker Baseball. It's been a while since I played this game, but we're going to have a little fun with it and see how it works out using manual entry and the Action PC Baseball Game 2026 version. Play ball. This is opening day at Shea, 1975, April 8th. Pretty fun pitching matchup. Tom Seaver versus Steve Carlton. Let's get to the visiting Philadelphia Phillies lineup. Cash leads off, playing second. Boa at short, bats second. Willie Montanez bats third, plays first. The Bull, Greg Lazinski, in left field for Philadelphia, cleanup hitter. Mike Schmidt bats fifth, plays third. Anderson is in right, he'll bat sixth. Doing the catching, Bob Boone batting seventh. Alan Bannister's in center field, batting eighth. Steve Carlton does the pitching and will bat ninth. For the New York Mets here at Shea Stadium, Kleins leads off in left field. Felix Millan bats second, plays second. Johnny Milner plays first, batting third. The cleanup hitter, Joe Torre, he'll be at third base. Kong, Dave Kingman, bats fifth in right field. Jerry Grote does the catching, batting sixth. Del Unser bats seventh, plays center field. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Buddy Harrelson. Batting ninth, Tom Seaver. All right, so let's play a little History Maker Baseball. You can see the dice down here, and again, they will not go in this order necessarily. It goes lowest to highest. That's the way I remember it, and it's been a while since I've played History Maker Baseball, but I'd like to try it out using manual entry. All right, David Selinsky's joined us here at Shea. Hope all is well, David. Here we go. So Cash leads off, and what I've done is we're just going to go here. So Dave Cash leads off against Tom Seaver. We'll roll the dice. This is the dot for the white die. If it's a 1, it's not the dot. Seaver is ready. He pitches. It's going to be a 2-6-6. No decider die. And again, it just fell in the right order. Again, you read lowest to highest. So 2-6-6. Seaver to Cash. 2-6-6. Runner on first, thrown out. Well, there's no runner on first. Leadoff batter. Yes, he is the leadoff batter. So it's a single to center field. So Dave Cash singles to center field on the 2-6-6. So we'll go back here. So Dave Cash singles to center field. So we have a runner at first. Tom Seaver now faces Larry Boa. And we're going to let Larry Boa swing the stick. So Seaver picks up the sign from Jerry Grote. Oh boy, that's a 6-6-6. Pick up a lot of sticks. 6-6-6. Is Tom Seaver an ace? He's a semi-ace. The decider die says no, so we move on. Is the hitter a sad sack? Boa is not a sad sack. It's going to be a deep drive glove question. So it's a deep drive to center field. Gold has a chance to make the catch, go to glove micro chart. Ooh, we got a lot of interesting things happening here. Oh boy, we got to find the glove micro chart. Ah, there it is, right there. Not that hard. All right. Oh, now we have to Micro chart. Do we re-roll or do we just use the black? I think we have to re-roll. All right, we'll use the blue die. It's a 5. That ball is gone. Just misses home run. Going. Oh, okay, there's 2 different ones. Going, and he leaps. I think it was a going. Go to glove micro chart. Either way, it's a home run. That ball's gone. 2-0. So Larry Boa homers off Tom Seaver. Holy cow. So Larry Boa hits a home run. We'll call it to right. Two nothing on the Larry Boa blast. Bippity boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Larry Boa touches them all to the moon. Alice to the moon. Not a good start for Tom Seaver. In actuality, he won this game 2-1. So 2-0 Phillies, no outs. That will bring up the number 3 hitter, Willie Montanez. And that's going to be a 3-4-5, no decider die. 3-4-5 to Willie Montanez. 3-4-5 to Willie Montanez. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. Jerry Grody is not an iron catcher. Good eye. Does Willie Montanez have a good eye? No. That's going to be a strikeout, and then next batter goes off the blue chart. So Willie Montanez swings at a bad pitch. He strikes out. 1 down. That brings up Greg Lazinski, and now we go to the blue right now chart for Greg Lazinski. Now, Greg Lazinski is the hot batter. Designated hot batter. And we have a 5-6. So we're just going to read the first 2. We have a 5-6 hot pitcher. We struck out his last batter. I believe that does make him a hot pitcher. I think when you strike out the prior batter, you're a hot pitcher. So that's going to be a shallow fly ball to center for out number 2. So Lazinski, Seaver struck out Montanez. So that's going to be a fly out to center. I believe that's what we'll do for that. And there are 2 down. VL 1975. Yes, manual entry is the newest thing. My mic sounds distant. How does my mic sound, David Zielinski? I'm talking pretty loud and I'm close to the mic. So it should be good. If it sounds distant, I apologize. So 2 outs. That will bring up Michael Jack Schmidt. Let's go to the cards. The pitch from Seaver to Schmidt. We're looking at a 1-2-4. A 1-2-4. Control. Does Seaver have control? Tom Seaver has semi-control. The decider die says he has control. That's going to be a ground ball to Bud Harrelson. He'll throw out Mike Schmidt. And the side is retired. So that's a ground out. So we go ground ball, short, and you see 6-3. And there you go. That's the end of the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the Yankees, the Mets. Kleins, Milner to face Steve Carlton. So here's Gene Kleins. Let's go to his card. Steve Carlton. To the right-hand batting Klein. So now you read it 4-4-5. Always the lowest to highest. 445 Is Carlton a workman? No. Is Klein's patient? No. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Montanez fields it, takes it to the bag himself, 1 out. So we're going to go ground ball first, unassisted, and that's 1 down. So Klein's is retired. Felix Millan comes to the plate. Millan, right-hand batting second baseman. Carlton to Millan. And we're looking at a 3-4-5. So we have a 3-4-5. 3-4-5. Is the catcher iron? No, Jerry Grody is not. He's semi-gold. Boone, excuse me. Boone is semi-gold also. As VL says, go Phillies. So we have a 3-4-5. We move on. Does Millan have a good eye? Yes, he does. Check, swing, ball, orange. So orange means we go to the umpire chart, which are not orange. They're in the back, and they're black. Umpire chart. Where is the umpire chart? I do like this game. There's a lot of nooks and crannies, and I haven't played for... Oh, here it is. Ballpark qualities. Umpire calls. Okay. Blue die. 1. No. All right, that doesn't make sense. Black die 5. Okay, here we go. Now that's highlight reel, though. All right. So I have 3, 4, 5. Check, swing, ball. Oh, maybe then we go to the umpire chart for the next one. Check, swing, ball. Orange. Umpire charts, page 8 through 12. Okay. Base is empty. Okay, base is empty. I got it. The bases are empty. Now, we re-roll, and we're just going to watch the first 2 die here. An 11. Respected umpire at first base. Close play, batter out. Other umpires call the batter safe. So at first base, Bill Williams is questionable. That's an infield hit for Felix Millan. That's where the umpires come into play. So that is an infield single. I don't think we have an infield single, but we'll just say infield single. 1 out, 1 on. So the questionable umpire blows the call at first. Johnny Milner steps to the plate. Let's see what Johnny can do here. Lefty-lefty matchup. Carlton to John Milner. So we're looking at a 2-5-5 no decider die. 2-5-5. Star. Is Carlton a star? He's a semi-star. The decider die says no. Is John Milner a home run king? No. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. Lazinski makes the catch. 2 down. Retreating back to first is Felix Millan. So that is a fly out to Lazinski. 2 outs. That brings up Joe Torre. Let's see what Joe Torre is going to do here. We'll just roll it here. We're looking at a 1-4-5 with the decider die. 1-4-5 with the decider die from Carlton to Joe Torre. 1-4-5. Struggler. No. Nothing on the batter. It's going to be a ground ball to third. That's going to end the inning. So Torre's going to ground out Schmidt to Montanez. So we go ground ball, third, 5-3. We're through one. Oh, yep, we're through one. 2-0 Phillies. Top of the second, due up for the Phillies, Anderson, Boone, and Bannister. Okay. Here's Mike Anderson. The pitch from Seaver to Anderson. We're looking at a 1-1-6 with a decider die. 1-1-6, fresh. Yes, Seaver is fresh. That is a strikeout. I don't even have to look. One down. So what I did to determine how fresh the pitchers would be, you can use the History Maker Baseball and their little chart, but in 1975, Tom Seaver averaged 8 innings. Steve Carlton averaged 7 innings, so they'll be fresh, depending on, unless too many runs score, for those innings, and then we'll go from there. That's the way I do that. 1 out, Seaver strikes out Anderson. He faces the right-hand batting catcher, Bobby Boone. Grody sets the target. Seaver to Boone. We're looking at a 3-3-5. 3-3-5. Is Seaver wild? Let's go back over here to our cards. Tom Seaver is not wild. We move on the 3-3-5. Sad sack. Is Bob Boone a sad sack? No, he's scrapper good eye. That's going to be a single to right field. Is Bob Boone a stoic runner? He is semi-stoic. The decider die says he's stoic, so he does not steal second. So that's a single for Bob Boone. Single to right. Kingman tosses it in. 1 out, 1 on for Alan Bannister. Bannister obviously would go to the White Sox later, it looks like. So we have 1 out, 1 on to Bannister. Seaver looks to first, and now the pitch. 1-2-3, what will it be? That's a fun one, 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. Well, we know Seaver's fresh. Decider die is no. And he is fresh and flash, or vice versa. That's a strikeout on the 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. Yes, Seaver picks up another K. Bannister is just overmatched by Tom Terrific. That's a K for Seaver. 1 out, 2 outs. Runner at first is Boone. That brings up the pitcher, Steve Carlton. 4-5-5. 4-5-5. Does Seaver have flash? We know he has flash. We just looked at it. You can see the flash there. Does Carlton have a good eye? No, that's a strikeout. Would have been out anyway, but it would have just been different. So Seaver gets another strikeout. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Phillies. Due up for the Mets, Kingman, Grody, Unser. Dave Kingman. To face the lefty, Steve Carlton. Boone goes through the signs. The pitch to Kong, Dave Kingman. We're looking at a 2-6-6 with the decider die. 2-6-6. Runner on first. No. Leadoff batter. Yes, Kingman is the leadoff batter. It's a single to center. So Dave Kingman singles to center. Mets will have the tying run at the plate in Jerry Grody. Grody had a very good year in 1975, 295 batting average. So Jerry Grody, runner at first. The pitch to the Mets catcher, Jerry Grody. We're looking at 2-6-6. Pick up some sticks, 2-6-6. Runner on first, thrown out. Yep, so that's a fielder's choice, it looks like, to me. So we're going to call that 6-4. So we go fielder's choice. Six to 4. One out. Grody's now at first. That will bring up the number 7 batter for the Mets, center fielder Del Unser. Here's the pitch to Unser. 5s across the board. No decider die. So we have 5s across the board. Acer Star. Carlton's a semi-star. The decider die says no, we move on. Scrapper. Is Unser a scrapper? No, he is not. Holy cow! Oh my God, let's make sure I did this right. Okay. So 5-5-5. Carlton is not an ace. And he's only a semi-star. The decider die is not a 0, so he's not a star. Now, is Del Unser a scrapper? He's semi-hero, semi-eager, semi-whiffer. So he's not a scrapper. That ball is gone to left. We're tied at 2. Bippity-boppity, boom. Del Unser smashes it over the left field wall. Boom goes the ball. Del Unser touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Grody scores ahead of Unser, and we're tied at 2. 2-2 ball game. Still only 1 out. First home run of the year for Del Unser. That brings up Bud Harrelson, switch hitter batting righty. Carlton has to regroup here. He has the sign, the pitch to Bud Harrelson. We're looking at a 3-4-6 with a decider die. 3-4-6 with the decider die is... Okay, now we got to go back here. Nothing on the pitcher on a 3-4-6. Is Bud Harrelson eager? No, he's utility scrapper, semi-patient, semi-whiffer. So 3-4-6. And that's going to be a walk. Is he active? No, he's a stoic runner, so no steal. But we're going to go to the next batter chemistry chart. So Bud Harrelson works a walk. Seaver will go off the chemistry chart. So Carlton's still a little discombobulated there, so that's a base on balls.
Ball 4, take your base.
Ball 4, take your base, is the Mr. Umpire. Here's Tom Seaver, and we're going to go off the chemistry chart here. I was going to have Seaver bunt, but we have to go off the chemistry chart. So the chemistry chart is purple. And we got the chemistry chart. Excellent. All right, just watch the first 2 die here, 3 and 4. The blue and red, excuse me. We have a 6. We have a 5 and a 6, excuse me. Pitching team, both teams are semi-harmonious. The decider die says the pitching team has harmony. So pitching team dissonance, no. It's a strikeout. So he strikes out Seaver for out number 2. And now we go off the blue chart for the top of the order inclines. 2-2 ball game. So it's a right now chart for Kleins. His last at bat. What did Kleins do in his last at bat? We have an 0 for 1 here. Let's check the box score. He just made an out. Okay. So he is neither hot nor cold. The decider die. Well, he's definitely not hot. And he's definitely not cold. He didn't strike out. He made an out. The pitch declines. Oh, I hate when that happens. 3-5 declines. 2 outs. Harrelson at first. 2-3-5. 2-3-5 declines. Wild. We know that Carlton is not wild. You don't see that there. We move on to the batter. Is Klein's eager? No. The decider die says he's eager. He singles through short, except there's a little thumb up. So let's check. Is he a whiffer? If he's a whiffer, he strikes out. He is not a whiffer, so it's a single to short, into left, past the dive of the shortstop, Boa. And 2, 3, 4. Yep. 2, 3, 5, excuse me, I'm sorry. 2, 3, 5. Oh, I messed that. Wild. No, he's not. Is he eager? Yes. Single. He doesn't strike out because he's not a whiffer. Now we have to look what the runners do. Active runner on third scores. No, runners. Runner advances 1 base on a single, 2 bases on a double. So it's first and second. So we have first and second. Klein singles to left. Two outs, 2 on for Felix Millan. Millan had an infield hit. Hello, Andrew. Hope all is well. So let's see what Millan can do here. 1-4-4. Flash. I would think Carlton has flash. Carlton does have flash. He strikes out Felix Millan, ending the threat. Mets leave 2 on, but they get a 2-run homer from Del Unser, and the game's tied 2-2. So Millan strikes out. We go to the top of the third. Knotted at 2. Due up for the Phillies. Playing a little History Maker baseball here, Andrew. I haven't played in a while. I wanted to try it out with the manual entry. Top of the order for the Phillies. Cash, Boa, Montanez to face Tom Seaver. Grody goes through the signs. Seaver to Cash, who's 1 for 1. 2-5-6. No decider die. 2-5-6. 2-5-6. Struggler. No, Seaver's not a struggler. Is the batter champion or patient? Let's take a look. No, he is not. He's none of those things. We got a ball hit to the infield. We got infield drama. We have some infield drama. Let's go to the infield drama chart. That's towards the front of the book. And we'll check out the blue and red die when we re-roll. So infield drama. 6-3. 3-6, excuse me. Third baseman, gold. Joe Torre is not gold. It's going to be an error on Torre. So an E5, Cash reaches. So we have an error on Torre. Cash is at first. Do we want to steal here? Do we want to steal? Let's try out a steal. All right, let's look at the rules for stealing. Attempt a stolen base. First, roll the decider die to see if the runner gets the jump. So we're gonna re-roll the top 3 after this. He does not get the jump, so he goes nowhere. He cannot get the jump. We go back to Boa now with a runner at first. Do we want Boa to bunt? Do we want... All right, so he can't get the jump. Let's try a sack bunt here. To attempt a bunt. Roll 1 die. We'll just watch the blue die here. All right, so Larry Boa is going to attempt a bunt. It's a 4. Out at first, runner advances. And we're just going to say that goes... Milner charges. We're going to call it a wheel play. So that's going to be a sack bunt. Okay. Where is the sack? No, it's not that. No. There we go. Stolen base. Maybe it's on this side. Sacrifice hit, maybe? Is that what that is? Sacrifice hit? Yep. Okay, we'll do it. All right, so we're going to call that to first. We'll say Milner was charging. And Cash goes to second. So 1 out, Cash in scoring position, 2-2 game. As Andrew says, nice, like 75. All right, so again, it's been a while since I played History Maker Baseball. I don't remember all the nooks and crannies. I'm trying my best. I just wanted to play it, and I wanted to use the manual entry. That brings up Willie Montanez. He's 0 for 1. 2-2 ball game. If you're just joining us, Boa hit a 2-run homer in the top of the first. Bottom of the second, Del Unser hit a 2-run homer. Here's Willie Montanez. Ones across the board. Oh, boy. Is Seaver an ace? He's a semi-ace. The decider die says he's an ace. Ground out to third. So that ball goes to third. I'm going to say the runner holds there because the ball's hit the third, and he would not advance. Well, you know what? Let's just... We have a chart here. So we have a 1, runner on third, runner holds. Okay. I mean, again, that was common sense. But the chart does say the runner holds. So that's a 5-3 put out. Cash stays at second. So that's Torrey to Milner. So we go ground ball. God damn it, I keep hitting that thing. Hey, that's awesome. Stop hitting that. Let's go this way. Here we go. Ground ball to third. Runner stays at second. 2 down. That will bring up Greg Lazinski. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to the Bulls. 1-6-6. Pick up some sticks. 1-6-6. Seaver is not a workman or gilded. I know that without even looking, but we'll go back. So we move on to the batter. Is Lazinski a whiffer? Yes, he is. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Chases high and away. So Seaver picks up another K. We go to the bottom of the third. Cash was stranded at second. 2-2 ball game. Due up for the Mets. Milner, Torrey, Kingman to face Steve Carlton. Johnny Milner's 0 for 1. The pitch to John Milner. We're looking at 2-3-6 with a decider die. 2-3-6 to John Milner. And he's a designated cold batter. That's probably not going to come into play here. 2-3-6. 2-3-6. Double, control, or dynamic? No. He does have control. So, I'm going to call that a ground out to short. I know it's not double control, but he does have control. If it was double control, I believe the two batters, one would be a ground out to the pitcher, one would be ground out to short, or vice versa. So, Johnny Milner grounds out to Boa, 1 down. I believe that's how that works in History Maker Baseball. So, again, we go ground ball, click on short, 6-3, 1 out. Andrew says, summer of 75 through 78, I'd go to my grandparents for a couple of weeks every summer. Al's neck of the woods. Cool. In New England. Here's Joe Torre's 0 for 1. Carlton rocks and deals to Torrey. 3-6-6. 3-6-6 with no decider die. 3-6-6. Pinch hitter, no. That's going to be a fly ball to center. Bannister makes the catch. So that's a fly out 8, 2 down. 2-2 ball game. 2 outs, bottom of the third for Kong. Dave Kingman singled his first time up. Carlton to Kong. 1-1-5. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? Yes. Popped up Boa will make the catch at short, as it's my choice of infielder. The side is retired. So Carlton jams Kingman. That's going to be a pop out to short. We go to the top of the fourth. We're tied at 2. Larry Harris, how you doing? Hope all is well. Little History Maker baseball here. Haven't played in a while. I decided I'd like to use the manual entry. So for the Phillies in this 2-2 game, Schmidt, Anderson, and Boone to face Tom Seaver. If you're just joining us, first inning, Larry Boa hits a 2-run homer. Bottom of the second, Del Unser hit a 2-run homer. So here we are, top of the fourth. Michael Jack Schmidt to leads off against Tom Seaver. We're looking at a 1-5-6. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? Let's check. The decider die. If he's a semi-whiffer, says no. He's a whiffer. Doesn't matter. Another strikeout for Seaver. Catches him on the breaking pitch. Set him up nice. So another K for Tom Terrific. 1 out. That will bring up Mike Anderson. He's 0 for 1. Grody sets a target to pitch to Mike Anderson. We're looking at a 1-3-3. 1-3-3. Is he a slugger? I would say with only 4 home runs, he's not a slugger. But let's take a look. He is not a slugger. That's going to be a fly ball deep to left, but not deep enough. Making the catch for the Mets is Kleins, 2 away. Seaver and the Mets looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's Bobby Boone. Bobby Boone. He's 1 for 1. Seaver kicks and deals to Bob Boone. We're looking at a 4-5-6. You know what I like to say? Pick up some sticks on 4-5-6. 4-5-6. Okay. Is he patient? Nothing on the pitcher. So is Bob Boone patient? We do have a decider die here. Bob Boone is not patient. And this is a 4-5-6. That's going to be a fly ball to center. Mets first batter will go off the chemistry chart. So Bob Boone flies out to Del Unser. We go to the bottom of the fourth, knotted at 2. Chemistry chart for Jerry Grody. So we're going chemistry chart to Jerry Grody. Hi, Bart. How you doing? We have Bart Lowe, 6747. He says, hey, Al, just curious how you delete the last play in manual entry mode. How do I delete the last play? Well, if I don't think it's right, I just go here, reset manual entry, or you have edit. Oh, no, that's edit pitching and fielding stats. I don't know exactly what that does. I wanted, it would be cool if I could punch in notes, but I'm not sure. This is what I do if I don't think it looks right. I just hit reset entry screen. Now, if you hit go already, let's check that out. Let's see if we can, options. Delete last play. Right there. So if you made a mistake and you hit go, Bart, you go to options, scroll down to delete last play. And because it's the top of the inning, well, I don't want to click on delete last play, but I think that's what you would do. But if you have not clicked go, I think you can just reset it. That's what I do. I look at it. If it doesn't make sense, I just reset. I know I did something wrong. All right, close that out. So here's Jerry Grody, chemistry chart for Grody after the fly out to end the inning by Boone. So we have to go to the purple chart, chemistry. He's 0 for 1. Okay, both teams are semi-harmonious, or whatever you call it. So the decider die will decide. So we're going to watch these first 2 die here and the decider die. Okay, so that's harmony there for the Mets. And it's harmony no matter what, if it's pitcher or batter. So we're looking at a 1-5. Pitching team harmony. Yep. So Jerry Grody flares it to center. Alan Bannister coming in. He makes the sliding catch. 1 out. What a nice play by Bannister, who looks to be probably traded to the White Sox at some point in 75. So that's a fly out to center. Great play by Bannister. 1 down. 2-2 ball game. Del Unser is the reason why we're tied at 2. Unser had a 2-run homer to tie it in the bottom of the second to match Larry Boa's 2-run homer in the top of the first. Carlton looking for revenge. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch to Del Unser. 1-3-4. Does it close the door? 1-3-4. Gold catcher. All right, let's check out if Boone is a gold catcher. He's semi-gold. The decider die says no, we move on. Is Del Unser a champion? No, he is not a champion. That ball's hit to the outfield. We're going to outfield drama. We're going to outfield drama, folks. And we will read the blue and the red and the decider die. So that's going to be a 2-4. 2-4 outfield drama. Center fielder gold. Bannister's a center fielder. He is not gold. Base hit. It is a single. Bannister can't make the play on this one. So that's a single for Unser. He's 2 for 2. So that's a single to center. Oh, sorry. Single to center. We have 1 out, 1 on. The next batter goes off the chemistry chart, and it's going to be Bud Harrelson. Seaver's on deck. Triple G Sports Replays, how you doing? Check out and subscribe to that channel. So, chemistry chart. I really do like History Maker Baseball. I haven't played in a while. It's just so many nooks and crannies. And for me, if I don't play for a while, I had to actually play like a little practice couple innings. And I'm sure I'll miss stuff. All right, so chemistry chart. Again, both teams are semi-harmonious. The decider die will tell you if they're harmonious, whether pitching or batting. We'll watch the blue and the red and this here. 15 harmonious for each team, whether pitching or hitting. So a 15 pitching team harmony. Yep. Looping liner. And Lazinski makes the catch. But Unser retreats to first. Now there's a nice catch by the Bull, Greg Lazinski, in left. 2 down. That will bring up Tom Seaver. Tom Terrific is 0 for 1. The pitch to Seaver. Again, we read lowest to highest, so it's 3-4-4. 3-4-4 with no decider die. 3-4-4. Ooh. Okay. Is Carlton a prospect? No. Is the batter patient? Seaver is not patient. That's a strikeout. So Seaver strikes out. The first Phillies batter will go off the blue chart, which is the right now chart. So Seaver strikes out. We're still tied at 2 as we go to the top of the 5th. So that's a K for Seaver. Top of 5. Bannister, Carlton, top of the order Cash. So Bannister goes off the right now chart. That's a blue chart. And again, we're going to watch the blue and the red die, highest to lowest, and the decider die. That's a 12 with the decider die. Bannister is not a hot batter. Just look here. Okay. Bannister's not a hot batter, and he didn't get a hit the last time up, so this is a 1-2 with the decider die. That's a ground ball to Bud Harrelson for out number 1. So Bud Harrelson throws to John Milner. So again, you go ground ball. I love this. Short, 6-3, bango. 1 down. That brings up Carlton. Seaver to Carlton. 2-4-5. Don't get poked in the eye. 2-4-5. I'm a rhyming machine. I'm sure that thrills everybody. 2-4-5. Okay. There we go. 2-4-5. I believe this is going to be a pop out to second because I doubt that Carlton is a hero as a batter. There was nothing under pitcher. So we move on to the batter. Carlton is not a hero, so that's a pop out to the second baseman, Felix Millan. And then we go to the red chart. So Carlton pops out to Millan. Hats off that he made contact. There are 2 down. Top of the order for Dave Cash. He's 1 for 2. So we go to the red chart, which is the experience mini chart. Andrew RW603 says, speaking of Carlton, happy birthday, Carlton Fisk. Yes, happy birthday. So experience chart for Cash. So we're going to watch the blue, red, and decider. We're looking at a 5-5 no decider die. Let's go here. Cash. 5-5 experience. Full count. Batter steps out of the box. Timeout. Play resumes. Roll decider die. For base on balls or strike. Roll. So I have to re-roll the decider die. I take it. For base on ball or strike. Okay, so we're going to re-roll the decider die. Well, no, I already rolled the decider die. So we're going to call that a ball. Ball 4. It's a base on balls. So Seaver just misses. He's not happy with it. Grote's not happy with it. And we have a walk there for Mr. Cash. So that's going to be a base on ball. And Cash is speedy. So we're going to see if he can steal. We're going to try to see if he can. There's 2 outs. He's going to try to get in scoring position for Larry Boa. So can he get the jump first? So to steal, you have to roll the decider die and get the dot. Again, the 0's the dot, the way we're doing it. The 1 is not the dot. All right, let's see if he can get it. He gets the jump. And so we're just going to read the blue die here. Okay, so now we have to go to Jerry Grote. So Cash gets the jump. Let's go to Grote. Okay. Gold catcher. Well, he's semi-gold. Do we re-roll on that? I would say no. I don't think we re-roll on that. Because we rolled. He gets the jump. He needed a... Okay. If yes, then roll die and refer to table. Well, okay, it's 1 die. We will read the blue. It's a 4. Runner steals base, otherwise thrown out. Okay, so the range for a gold catcher for the runner to steal base is 1 to 3. Okay. On the range above, runner steals base. Otherwise, runner is thrown out. So he is thrown out with the 4. So Cash is gunned down by Grote. I think I did that right. Harrelson applies the tag, so that's caught stealing. Let's find caught stealing. CS. And it's going to be... Do you go short here? 2 to 4. That doesn't make sense. 2 to 6. There we go. Caught stealing. Or do we go catcher? Guess we go catcher. 2 to 6, he's out. So that ends the inning. Top of the 5th is done. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still tied at 2. I think I did that right. Carlton Fisk did grow up in New Hampshire. Close to, this is Andrew saying, close to where I live now, but was born across the river in Vermont. Never lived there, Andrew says. All right, bottom of 5 for the Mets, tied at 2. Top of the order, Kleins, Mian, Milner. 2-2 game. Both teams have got their runs on 2-run homers. First inning, Larry Boa hit a 2-run homer. Bottom of the 2nd for the Mets, Del Unser hit a 2-run homer. All right, here's Kleins. He's 1 for 2. The pitch to Gene Kleins from Steve Carlton, the lefty. We're looking at a 1-2-6. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, that's a line shot, leaping catch by the second baseman. Dave Cash. So a little up there by Cash. So that's a line out to second. I don't even have to look. I know he's fresh. And Andrew believes I did do the steal correctly. I think I did. So here's Mian. Mets second baseman, 1 for 2. Boone sets a target. Carlton to Mian. We're looking at a 1-4-5. Don't get poked in the eye. 1-4-5. Is he struggling? No. Nothing on the batter. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Schmidt throws to Montanez. 2 down. So ground ball, third. You got 5-3 up here. 2 outs, base is empty. Bottom of the 5th, 2-2 ball game. Johnny Milner's 0 for 2. Lefty-lefty matchup. Carlton rocks and deals to Johnny Milner. We're looking at a 4-6-6. Pick up. You know what's coming. Some sticks. 4-6-6. Control. Okay, let's go back to the cards here. Does Carlton have control? Semi-control. The decider die says no. Again, we're on a 4-6-6. Home run king or slugger for John Milner. Semi-slugger. The decider die says no. Ground ball up the middle. Diving stop by Cash. Pops up, throws to first, and they just nip Johnny Milner 4-3. That will end the bottom of the 5th. As it was my choice of infield, I went to Cash again. We go to the top of the 6th, knotted at 2. Cutter Historical, how you doing? Our good friend Jeff, hope all is well. Happy Boxing Day, right? Canada and England, they do the Boxing Day thing after Christmas. Check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel, Cutter Historical. All right, 2-2 ball game. Due up in the top of the 6th, Boa, who's hit the 2-run homer. That has obviously driven in the 2 runs for the Phillies. Followed by Montanez and the Bull, Greg Lazinski. Seaver so far has struck out. Where's the game there? 6 strikeouts for Seaver. The pitch to Boa, who's 1 for 1. I think he had a sack bunt also. We're looking at a 2-3-5. Seaver to Boa, 2-3-5. Is Seaver wild? No. Is Larry Boa eager? If he is, he possibly has a single. Larry Boa is eager. Is he also a whiffer? No. So it's a single into left, past the dive of Bud Harrelson. Boa's 2 for 2 with a sack bunt. So Larry Boa singles to left. Go ahead run at first. No outs for Willie Montanez. He's 0 for 2. The pitch to Montanez. 2-5-5. Seaver to Montanez. Left-handed batter. 2-5-5. And with a decider die. Is Seaver a star? Tom Seaver is not a star. Is Montanez a home run king? Uh-oh. Montanez is not a home run king. We move on. That's a deep fly ball to left. Not deep enough. It'll stay in Shea. Making the catch on the warning track is Kleins. Going back to first is Larry Boa. So that's a fly out to left. One down. As Cutter Historical says, he's an eager beaver. So Boa, I think Boa, Lazinski's at the plate. He's not going to steal. Lazinski's 0 for 2, but he's got pop. Mets looking to turn to. The pitch to the bull, Greg Lazinski, 1-1-5, no decider die. 1-1-5 is Seaver fresh. We already said he's going to be fresh for 8 innings unless he gets hammered by runs. He jams Lazinski. That's a pop-up on the 1-1-5 to Buddy Harrelson. Outfield grass. Buddy Harrelson makes the catch. 2 outs. Boa still at first. So that is a pop-out to Bud Harrelson at short. 2 down. Mike Schmidt. You know he's got pop. Seaver peeks to first. Now the pitch to Schmidt. 1-2-5. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler right now? No. Is Mike Schmidt patient? Let's find out. Mike Schmidt, are you patient? Semi-patient. The decider die says he's patient. That is a walk. But then we have glasses, so now we go to the umpire. Oh, boy. The umpire already foobarred one call. All right. Is it a 1-2-5? It is a 1-2-5. Questionable or strict umpire calls strike 3. So the home plate umpire is semi-strict. The decider die says strict. Strike 3. The side is retired. Mike Schmidt does not like the call. He started trotting down to first. He'll head back to the dugout to get his glove. Oh, Nelly. Seaver paints the outside corner with a fastball. Schmidt did not like it. We go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 2. Another strikeout for Tom Terrific. 2-2 ball game. Carlton back up on the bump. Carlton will face Joe Torre, Dave Kingman, Jerry Grody. That's where the umpires come into play. I like that neat stuff, different than other games. Again, I don't play it exact because I can't remember all the little nooks and crannies, but I play it close enough and I have fun. I have not played History Maker Baseball in a long time. And because I have the PDF of 1975, I said, well, let's try it on manual entry. Here's Joe Torre's 0 for 2, so that would make him cold if it comes to that. At least that's the way I look at it. Actually, strikeouts for cold, but we'll do whatever. We'll decide. We'll say he's semi-cold. If he struck out last time up, he is cold. 5-5-6 with a decider die. Carlton to Torre. 5-5-6. Is Carlton an ace? I believe he is. No, he's not. He's a star flash control. Okay, move on the 5-5-6. Is Torre a sad sack? No, he's not. At this point in his career, he's a semi-utility, semi-whiffer. And 5-5-6. Joe Torre doubles, but there's a symbol here. This could be a home run. Okay. Symbol. It's got like that thingamajiggy. But I don't think Torre has that. So I think if it was on his card, you switch it from a double to whatever it is. Torre does not have that same symbol. I think that's how that works. So it's a double. And he's definitely not an active runner. So he does not steal third. So that's a double down the right field line for Joe Torre. He does not have that symbol on his card. And I think, just look here. Because that symbol means it would change, possibly change the hit. So a double for Joe Torre down the right field line. He's now 1 for 3. So Torre doubles right field. And he is not a fast runner. Let's go back here. I think he's just a normal runner. Joe Torre. No, he's stoic. He is slow. Do we want a pinch run for Torre? That's the question. No, we're not going to. Dave Kingman's coming up. Kong. The pitch from Carlton, the lefty, to Kingman. 2-4-4 to Kingman. 2-4-4 to Dave Kingman. Ace. Is Carlton an ace? No, he's not. He's semi-star, flash, semi-control. We move on to the batter. Is Kingman a champion? No, he is not. It's a ground ball to short. Unless he's a whiffer. He is a whiffer. It's a strikeout. So that takes him out of the double play possibility, but because it has the strike, the thumb up, and he is a whiffer. So Kingman strikes out. Oh, Torrey's at second anyway. Sorry. Only the fourth strikeout for Carlton. That brings up Jerry Grody. Here's the pitch to Grody. 1-2-4 to Grody. 1-2-4 control. Control. 1-2-4. The runner will not advance on this ground ball to short. I do believe Carlton has control. Semi-control. The decider die says yes. That's a ground out to Boa. So a leadoff double. And Torrey still stands at second with 2 outs now. As Boa throws to Montanez. So that's a ground ball to short. 2 down. Del Unser's 2 for 2. It was his 2-run homer in the bottom of the second that tied the game. Can he knock in Torrey to put them ahead? Carlton to the thorn in his side. Left-hand batting center fielder for the Mets, Del Unser. We're looking at a 4-4-5. 4-4-5. Workman. No. We know Carlton is not a workman. We move on to the batter. Is Del Unser patient? No. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Montanez will toss to Carlton. The side is retired. So we're going to go ground ball out to first, and we're going to go 3-1. A leadoff double goes for naught. World's Worst Gamer, how you doing? He says, you got a good game going here in History Maker Baseball 2. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Top of 7, 2-2 game. If World's Worst Gamer. So, god damn it, I hate when I do that. There we go. That's the only thing. Oh my god. Oh Lord, things popping up. So this is what happened in the first. As we go to the top of the 7th. Larry Boa hit a 2-run homer, made it 2-0. Bottom of the second, Del Unser and the Mets answered when Unser hit a 2-run homer. Okay, let's zigzag back over here. Oh, yeah. So, interesting. That makes no sense. But if you go here, that pops up. So we got to go like this. Okay. Ooh, like this. There we go. All right, due up in the top of the 7th for the Phillies, Anderson, Boone, and Bannister to face Tom Seaver, and he'll be fresh for 8 innings. Carlton will be fresh for 7, but they're going well. So then after that, we'll roll the decider die for the inning to see if they're fresh or not fresh. We'll only do it once. I'm not going to do it for each batter. It's the way I play it. Seaver has struck out 7. He's given up a home run, walked 1. Here's the pitch to Mike Anderson, the right fielder, 0 for 2. Righty-righty matchup. We're looking at a 1-5-5. 1-5-5. Is Mike Anderson a home run king? I would think not. This is going to be a deep fly out on the 1-5-5 to center. But let's just check. Is Mike Anderson a home run king? No. Fly ball deep to center. That's carrying. It's going to stay in the park in front of the wall. Making the catch is Del Unser for out number 1. Seaver challenged him with a fastball. Anderson gave it a ride, but it ran out of gas. So that's a fly out to center. 1 down. Bob Boone, 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Boone. Right-handed batting catcher. We have a 3-4-5. Seaver to Boone. 3-4-5 is Grody Iron. I know Grody is not iron. So Jerry Grody is semi-gold. The decider die says he's gold. Does Boone have a good eye? Boone does have a good eye. Check swing ball. So now we go to the umpire chart, and there's no one on, so we go to the so it's ball 1. We go to the umpire chart, which is event mini chart. Umpire calls ball, bases empty. And now we're going to roll. We're going to watch the blue and the red and the decider die. 4-5 with a decider die. Strict umpire at first. Batter out on close play. Other umpires rule safe. Okay. We've had this is our third umpire decision here. Nope. Bill Williams is a questionable umpire. That's going to be a base hit for Bob Boone. A very questionable base hit. On the bang bang play at first. Infield hit for Bob Boone. Mets are not happy with that. Single, and again, we'll just say to third, so it's an infield hit. So Boone's at first, 1 out for Alan Bannister. Bannister's 0 for 2. The pitch to Bannister. Can the Mets turn to 2 here? No decider die with the 1. So we have a 2-3-6. Who's picking up sticks on the 2-3-6? 2-3-6. Double control or dynamic. Okay. If he has control, we're calling it a ground ball to short. Seaver has semi-control. The decider die says no, and he's not dynamic. We move on. Pitcher batting, no. That is a walk. Oh, boy. So Seaver gives up the infield hit, is frustrated, now walks Alan Bannister. 1 out, 2 on, so that's a base on balls.
Ball 4.
Boone to second. He's the go-ahead run. Bannister to first. A big insurance run. Carlton at the plate. Are they going to pinch hit? In reality, both of these pitchers went the distance. So, do we want to pinch hit? And then go to the pen? No, Carlton will swing the stick. He should probably bunt here. Carlton's going to bunt. Because they both are pitching well. I'm going to have Carlton bunt. Or do I want to pinch hit? Hold on. Let's look at our players. Here. Jay Johnstone's a champion. He was a good pinch hitter. But he's only a semi-champion. And now let's look at our pitchers. That's the question. Gene Garber. You can bring in Garber. Underwood. He's the closer, Garber. Joe Horner, semi-ace, flash, semi-control. McGraw, star, semi-flash, semi-control. We do have a good bullpen. Phillies do have a good bullpen. Do we want to go to Jay Johnstone? Semi-champion. I think I'm keeping Carlton in the game here. I'm keeping Hfield07, you don't have to do that, but thank you very much for the super chat. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. He says, Merry belated Christmas, Al, and thank you for another year of great content. Well, thank you, my friend, for being part of the channel. And thank everyone else who has subscribed and stops by, and we have fun together. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. You don't have to do that, but greatly appreciated. I'm going to... Carlton's going to bunt. Let's just look at Carlton's card here. I'm sure he's not a good hitter. Sad sack, scrapper, eager. Yeah, he's bunting. So we're going to try to bunt them over second and third and get 2 outs. You never know. Could be an error. I just don't want to take him out. I don't think they would have taken him out. All right, so let's get to our bunt chart. And we only roll 1 die, so just watch the blue die. The pitch from Seaver to Carlton. It's a 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Runners advance. So it's a good bunt. We're going to say that it's bunted towards first. Milner pivots and throws to Mian. So we have a sack hit. I believe that's how we did the last one. Sack hit. And we're going to say to first. And we're going to go 3-4 on the wheel play. So 2 outs, Boone to third. No, shit. No. Reset. Fudge. That's not the way that should have worked. All right, now we're going to try to delete the last play. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Well, we're going to make up with it. We're going to make up for it. It should be second and third. So we're just going to say stolen base. It's the only way. We can't. I thought we could go here and delete the last play. It's not letting us. And I clicked too quick to go. So it should be second and third. We're just going to say stolen base. Okay. We're just going to put Bannister at second. And the only way we can do that now is a stolen base. There we go. So the stats aren't exactly right, but the players are in the right position. Boone's at third, Bannister at second. Top of the order, Cash. He's 1 for 2. Phillies trying to take the lead here. Carlton trying to help his own cause, which he did with a good sack bunt, moving the runners on. I clicked go too fast before I advanced the runner at first to second. All right, so this is a big pitch and at bat here for Seaver and Cash. Seaver takes a deep breath. The pitch to Dave Cash, who's 1 for 2. We're looking at a 3-3-6. No decider die. 3-3-6. Is Seaver an ace? He doesn't have the decider die. He should be an ace. He's a semi-ace. We move on. Is Cash a sad sack, utility, or patient? He is a hero, scrapper, semi-eager, good eye. We move on. It's a single to center. The Phillies take the lead. Oh, nuts. A single to center. Phillies take the lead. Runners advance 2 base on any hit or double. So 2 runs score. So it says runners advance 2 bases on any hit, single or double. Wow, so it's 4-2. So how huge was that sac bunt by Steve Carlton? And that could be it for Tom Seaver. So we have a single to center. And then the next batter is going to go to the experience chart. So Cash is in. What the hell does that mean? Plus. Oh, cool. That's what that means. Both runs score. Plus. It's now 4-2 Phillies. Here's the pitch to Boa, who's 2 for 2. Boa has a 2-run homer. Seaver trying to get out of this mess and get to the bottom of the 7th. We're looking at a 1-2-5 with a decider die. Wow, what a clutch hit by Cash. 1-2-5. Struggling. I would say no. I don't think he's struggling. All right, what is a struggler? Struggling. I don't want to waste too much time. I would say 4 consecutive on. Once out, go back to back. Oh, did he have? No, that's not 4 consecutive. So he's not struggling. 1-2-5. Is Boa patient? Boa is not patient. He is a hero, semi-hero scrapper, eager, semi-good eye. So it's going to be a ground ball to third. He's not a whiffer. So Torrey throws across the diamond to Milner. The side is retired. But the Phillies get 2 on the clutch 2-out hit by Cash. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Philadelphia Phillies 2. The Philadelphia Phillies 4. The New York Mets 2. Oops. That's wrong. Ground ball. There we go. Third base. So that was a clutch hit by Cash. Carlton looks strong. We will pinch hit for Seaver because they're down 2. So Bud Harrelson leads off. Now Carlton has a 2-run lead once again, as he did going into the bottom of the 1st. Ken Castro's here. Hope all is well. Oh, Andrew says, rules general tab box. Okay, cool. Options, rules, general. Delete last play option. Thank you. So it does work. I just didn't have it on. Thank you. Cool. Save. So now if we go here, it's active. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Andrew. All right. So Bud Harrelson's 0 for 1. Switch hitter batting righty. Carlton to Bud Harrelson. He needs to get on to bring the tying run to the plate. We're looking at a 1-3-4. 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Is Boone a gold catcher? No decider die. I bet he's semi-gold. That's my guess. Semi-gold. Decider die says no. We move on. Is Bud Harrelson a champion? No, he is not. That ball's hit to the outfield. We go outfield drama. Outfield drama. So Bud Harrelson hits the ball to the outfield. We're going to watch the blue and red die and the decider die. So it's a 2-3 outfield drama. 2-3. Center fielder iron. Bannister is not iron. He's just neutral. Bannister comes in, makes the catch. 1 out. So a shallow fly out to center. One down. That brings up Tom Seaver, and I think we got a pinch hit for Seaver here with only... it's the bottom of the 7th, though. Seaver's going to swing the stick. Here's a pitch to Seaver. 2-2-4. 2-2-4. Can you tell I hate switching? Seaver on 2-2. Had Harrelson got on, we would have pinched it. 2-2-4. Pitching at home. No. Carlton's pitching on the road. Oh, this is going to work out well. This is going to work out well for Seaver. 2-2-4. Is Seaver a slugger? No. But you continue to move on. Single to right field. Is he an active runner? No. The next batter goes off the blue chart. So Tom Seaver on the 2-2-4. Let's continue on. Let's go back and do it. Is Carlton pitching at home? No. If he was, it would have been a pop out to short. Is Seaver a slugger? No, he's not. Had he been a slugger, it would have been a double to left with an electrical thingy. So we would have had to check what that means. But he's not a slugger. We don't have to worry. Instead, you go to the fielders column. It's blooped into right. And it's a single. So unable to make the play on the blooper to right is Mike Anderson. And Seaver is not an active runner. He's stoic. So Seaver singles to right. Tying run will come to the plate as we go to the top of the order. Gene Kleins, who's 1 for 3. Kleins will go off the blue chart. And that's the right now chart. Okay, so let's see what Kleins has done. He's 1 for 3. Right now chart. This is where, when you don't keep a book, and they're doing this, let's see what Kleins... Oh, it's right here. He has a hit, which we know that. When did he get the hit? That's the question. We don't have the last at bat. Kleins. Well, he lined to second in his last at bat. Okay. Just in case we need to know that. Here it is. So we're going to watch the blue, red, and the decider. It's a 2-2 no decider die. And it's the right now chart. 2-2. Pitcher cold. He did give up a hit. Now, does that make the pitcher cold? Let's check that out. See, these are the little quirks I don't remember. That's fatigue. Hot and cold. Okay. Hot and cold. Pitchers are semi-hot in the first 5 innings if their last batter they faced was struck out, and semi-cold if they got a hit. After the 5th inning, the semi-quality is dropped and they are either hot or cold. So he's cold because he gave up a hit to Seaver. I kind of remembered that. All right. So again, blue chart, right now chart. Carlton is cold. It's a 22. Shaky pitch, knocked deep towards the fence. Otherwise, a line out to third. Okay, so he knocks it towards... Is it a fence? Do we go to the fence thingy? Deep to left. I think we go to the fence. I believe. Yes. Microchart fence. Oh, wow. Now we're going to roll the blue die again. It's a 2. Let's see what Kleins is. Kleins can make a huge difference here. He's utility, scrapper, eager. And that's a single. And putting on the brakes at second is Seaver. So Klein singles. The Mets with one out. Seaver at second. He's slow. Klein's at first. He's fast. Those are the tying runs. Millan at the plate. Millan's 1 for 3. Oh boy. Fans here at Shea hoping for a big hit from their second baseman, Felix Millan. Carlton to Millan. 1-2-6. Pick up some sticks. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Well, after 7 innings, he's semi-fresh. This is the 7th. He is fresh. That is a line out to second. The decide or die is no, or it would have been a line out double play. So Seaver just gets back as Cash makes a dash to the bag, but Seaver beats him back to it, so that's a line out to Cash. 2 down. Mets fans groan, as our good friend RJL would say. That brings up Johnny Milner. He's 0 for 3. It's just, look, it's a lefty-lefty matchup. Sad sack, semi-sad sack, semi-slugger, semi-patient. Milner is 0 for 3. Interesting that they went with the lefty Johnny Milner. These are the actual lineups. I think I'm going to pinch hit for Milner. All right, we have to go to the Mets now. Find the Mets. I didn't have it on the Mets. Okay, here we go. I'm clicking through the PDF. Almost, because the Yankees pop up first. All right, here we go. Okay, so lefty-lefty matchup for Staub. Staub is a semi-hero, semi-slugger. Cranepool, another left-handed bat. Semi-champion, semi-scrapper, semi-eager, semi-good eye. Is Vale a lefty too? No, he's a righty. He's a righty. Semi-champion, semi-eager, semi-whiffer. You know what? I'm going to go La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub. We're going with Rusty Staub here to pinch hit. So Rusty Staub will pinch hit as I do the snippet. And John Milner is the designated cold batter. So I don't know what we do here now. But I guess we got to have a designated cold batter. It's not going to be Staub. I'll give it to somebody else in a second. It's an interesting thing. I don't know what you do there. So Staub is going to pinch hit for John Milner. I know it's lefty-lefty, but we're going to go with La Grande à l'Orange, and then we have to bring in a first baseman, which will be Cranepool. Because Staub did not play first, then he only played right. Let's just look to see. Let's go back here for a second. Let's go to the box score. Where the hell is the box score? Why is it not showing? Huh. We should be... There we go. Whew. Milner was 0 for 3. We're going to give the... I guess we have to give the cold batter now to somebody else, right? Maybe not. Maybe we don't give the cold batter to somebody else. And we're not going to. We're pinch hitting. No more cold batter, automatic cold batter for the Mets. That's the way we'll play it. All right. I don't know how that goes. As World's Worst Gamer says, time for a pinch hitter. Yep. You know what? I don't know how we do... You know what? I'm going to give Bud Harrelson the cold batter because he's 0 for 2. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. Maybe not, but that's what we're going to do. And Staub will pinch hit for Milner. And we have to make the switch. Using Action PC Baseball. So... Out of curiosity, what Rusty Staub against lefties, probably not good. 271. That's pretty good. Rusty Staub's going to pinch hit. Try to tie this game up or put the Mets ahead. So here comes La Grande à l'Orange. Carlton to Rusty Staub. The pitch to Staub. 1-3-6. Usually that's good for the pitcher. 1-3-6. No decide or die. Is Carlton an ace? No, it's not even on his card. Is Staub a whiffer or cold? Well, he just came in the game. He's neither. Well, he's not a whiffer. And he's not cold. He just came in the game. He hits the ball to the infield. It's infield drama. We have a 2-4, no decide or die. Infield drama. 2-4 is the Phillies' second baseman Gold. Cash is neutral. We move on. It's an error on Cash. The bases are jammed. Oh, Cash went bankrupt there. That is an error. So that's an error on the second baseman. Bases are jammed. And here's Joe Torre. Boone goes out to have a word with Torre. Carlton wants to stay in. He will. Big moment for the Mets. 2 outs, bases juiced. Seaver at third. Kleins at second. Staub at first. Yeah, he's not an ace, but he's other things. So Carlton is a star, semi-star, flash, semi-control. Again, neither, like Seaver's a semi-ace, and his ERA was 2-something. So, again, it's the ratings. So, but it's a good game. It's different. But yeah, I was surprised neither guy's an ace. So here's Joe Torre. Boone goes out to have a word with Carlton. Here we go. Let's get the thing where we're supposed to be. I really do like this game. There's a lot of nooks and crannies, like I said. The pitch to Torre. Can he get a clutch hit here? 5-6-6. Will this bode well for Torre? 5-6-6 is Carlton wild. I know he's not wild. We can look. He's not wild. We move on to the batter. Does Joe Torre have a good eye? No. It is a strikeout. Joe Torre strikes out. The Mets leave him loaded. Carlton comes up huge. Torre disappointed with himself. He could not turn back the hands of time when he won the MVP in the early 70s. Was it 70 or 73 for St. Louis? Mets leave him loaded. We go to the top of the 8th, 4-2. Philadelphia. So this will be Seaver's last inning. We kept him in there. Oh, we need a first baseman. First baseman's going to be Cranepool. And we have to put Cranepool in now. Where's Eddie Cranepool? I see Eddie. There he is. So I just use my snippet tool. And that's why the screen goes weird. I'm using the snippet tool right now. Snippet! Back over here. Paste. And we made Harrelson the designated cold batter. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I think you're supposed to have a designated cold batter no matter what. All right, so Cranepool comes into play first. 4-2 Phillies. In actuality, the Mets won 2-1 in this game. Here's Montanez, left-handed batting first baseman, 0 for 3. We have a 3-3-6 to Willie Montanez from Tom Seaver. Seaver's still fresh in our opinion because, again, he basically went about 8 innings every start, and he's only given up 4 runs, so we're calling him fresh. 3-3-6. 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic. We know he's not ace or dynamic. Oh, he's a semi-ace, but the decider die says no, we move on. Is Montanez a sad sack, utility, or patient? No. It's a single to center. And the next batter will go off the experience chart, the red chart. So Willie Montanez singles to center. This could be Seaver's last batter coming up. Lazinski's 0 for 3. Seaver to Lazinski, 3-2-5. I'm sorry, 2-3-5. Seaver wild. No. Is Lazinski eager? I bet you he's eager. Let's see. Lazinski is not eager. Oh boy. Ooh, ground ball to second with an hourglass. What the hell does the hourglass mean? Patient batter draws a walk. Lazinski, oh my lord, he's semi-patient. And the decider die says he's patient, so that's a walk, and that's it for Tom Seaver. Ouch. Would have been a ground out. Possible double play. So that's a walk, and that's it for Seaver. Seaver's day is done. Who do we want to go to now? Schmidt, Anderson, Boone, 3 righties coming up. I think we're going to go to Bob Apodaca. Blame it on the Apodaca. Bobby Apodaca. It's a fun name to say. Say Bob Apodaca. I believe he's from Hawaii. Is Bob Apodaca available before we go to Bob Apodaca? No. We have no Bob Apodaca. So we cannot use Bob Apodaca. Who do we have? Well, this guy stinks. We're not going to use him. Rick Baldwin. Ouch. You're not using Matlack or Kuzma. Wow, that's who they had on opening day? That many? Well, that's why the starters went a long time. You know what? We're going to stick with Seaver after looking what we have in the pen. We're sticking with Seaver. Schmidt's 0 for 3. Can Seaver make him 0 for 4? Probably not with that roll. 3-5-5. 3-5-5. Struggling or gilded? No. Champion. Is Schmidt a champion? He could be a champion. We're going to find out in a second. Nope, he's not a champion. It's a ground ball to second. Ground out to second. Is he a whiffer? Yes, he is, so that's a strikeout. No ground out. Seaver strikes out Mike Schmidt. 1 out, 2 on. Tom Terrific has now struck out 8. Here's Anderson 0 for 3. The pitch to Anderson. 4-6-6. Does Seaver have control? Oh boy. The Cider Die says yes for any semi-traits. Seaver does have semi-control. He has control. And you think that's good, but it's not. It's a single to left. Runner advances 2 bases on singles, scores on a double. Runners advance 2 bases on singles, scores on a double. Well, they advance. So that's another run, and that's going to be it for Seaver. So that's a single to left. Anderson's now 1 for 4. Montanez scores from second. Lazinski goes first to third. Really, on a single to left. That's what it says. Runner advances 1 base on groundouts. It's not a groundout. Runner on third scores on a flyout. It's not a flyout. Runner advances 2 bases on singles, scores on doubles. Okay. It's a single to left. Montanez scores. Oh, I wonder if we do this. Yes, I like that. Plus, plus. So it's now 5-2, and that's it for Seaver. And you can see by Action PC standards, he's tired, and that's it for Seaver. So Seaver does not have the same luck he had in reality. He's down 5-2. And now we have to go with somebody. I guess we're going to go to Rick Baldwin. There's no Bob Apodaca at this point in time. So Rick Baldwin will come in. I do believe we have Rick Baldwin here. There's Rick. Star, semi-flash, semi-control. Okay, that's pretty good. Take that. Oh. So Seaver had good strikeout numbers, but he gave up 5 runs. So Seaver's day is done. Rick Baldwin's coming in. Baldwin, with runners at first and third, will face Bobby Boone. We're going to go for 2 here. The pitch to Boone. 2-4 from Baldwin. Righty-righty matchup. 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Yes, he is. He jams him. Boone pops out to short. 2 down. Came in high and tight. 2 outs for Bannister. Baldwin quickly to Bannister. 1-2-6. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. Line shot to Felix Millan. He snares it. Baldwin gets out of the mess. But the Phillies get 1. Leave them on the corners. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-2 Philadelphia. Carlton looking to go. He'll pitch against Kong. The pitch to Kingman. 4-4-6. Can Kong go yard? 4-4-6. And Carlton now is semi-fresh. The decide or die comes up fresh, so he's fresh for the whole inning. We're not going to do it every batter. Four, 4-6. Is Carlton a star? Yes, he is. That's a ground ball to second. Kong is retired. 4-3. Cash makes the play. 1 down for the Mets. Ground ball second. 1 out. Here's Jerry Grody. Oh, Carlton's now tired. So you know what? We'll just go off. It says he's tired. So he's no longer fresh. We'll use the action PC for that. That's kind of neat. That's what we'll do. Jerry Grody 0 for 3. The pitch to Grody. 3-3-5. Carlton on a 3-3-5. Is he wild? No. Is Jerry Grody a sad sack? I don't think so. He hit 293, forgot. 295. Is Jerry Grody a sad sack? No. It's a single to right. And Grody's a stoic runner. He will not steal second. And that's going to be it for Carlton. So Jerry Grody singles to right. Ends the evening for Steve Carlton. But he leaves with only a chance to win. 5-2 Phillies. He's responsible for Grody at first. And lefty, switchy, lefty. Well, pinch hitter for Baldwin. Unser is 2 for 3. Knocked in the only 2 runs for the Mets with a 2-run homer in the bottom of the second. So now, for the Phillies, let's see who we have available before I bring someone in. Joe Horner's going to come in. He's a lefty. Yeah, we're going to go Joe Horner here. That's kind of neat. I can use Action PC to say, hey, the pitcher's tired. I don't even have to do. That's kind of neat. I like that. And if he's still cruising along, you just let him pitch. But if he's not, so here comes Joe Horner. So in reality, both Seaver and Carlton went the distance, but not in our History Maker baseball game. Art does not imitate life in this one. So here comes Joe Horner. For Carlton. Carlton can only win it, can't lose it. And now we have to do it in the Action PC engine. Joe Horner, former St. Louis Cardinal, I do believe. And we're going to go double switch here. Now we have to come with a center fielder. See who we have available. Don Hahn, the former Met, will come into play center field. Again, I'm just looking at the Action PC 5 range, 952. Johnson with a 952, 3 range. Again, the range isn't going to come into play too much with History Maker Baseball. Let's go Jay Johnstone. Let's go Jay Johnstone. So Jay Johnstone will come into center, excuse me. Now we just have to find Jay Johnstone. Jay Johnstone, where are you? There's Jay. I don't know if we have Don Hahn anyway. I think we do. Anyway, Jay Johnstone's coming in. as we do a double switch. Johnstone coming in for Bannister. In center. All right. So there's the double switch. Horner to Unser. Grody at first, one out. We're looking at a 2-5-5. 2-5-5 to Del Unser. Can he have some 2-5-5 magic? 2-5-5 with a decider die. 2. Is Horner a star? We shall find out. No. Ace flash control with a decider die. We move on. Is Unser a home run king? No. He is a hero eager whiffer. That's a deep fly ball to left for out number 2. Making the catch is Lazinski on the track. Brody retreats to first, so that's a fly out to left. Here's Bud Harrelson, and he's the designated cold batter. The pitch to Bud. 4s across the board, no decider die. 4 for 4. 4 for 4. Scrapper. Ooh, I think we're getting a single here. Harrelson is a scrapper. He slaps it into left field. He takes the outside pitch and goes to left field. There was nothing on the pitcher's card, so 4-4-4. Runners advance 2 bases. So it's going to be first and third, 2 outs. All right, so that's a single plus. Tying run comes to plate and Rick Baldwin. He will not hit. We need a pinch hitter for the Mets. Let's see what we have available first before I grab somebody. So Horner's a lefty. John Stearns, 241. We're going to go with John Stearns. Why not? They're probably going to switch to a righty, maybe, I would think. .247 for Hedman, slugging .355. Jack Hedman. Let's go Hedman. Is that how you pronounce Heidemann? We're going with Jack. Utility scrapper whiffer. Ooh, I don't like that. Where's Johnny Stearns? John Stearns, where are you? John Stearns is a sad sack, semi-sad sack. Well, not really good choices here. Garrett is semi-patient, semi-whiffer. Cranepool's already in the game at first. Vale is not available to us yet. Here comes Jack Heidemann to pinch hit. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Going with who we had available. He's pinch hitting for Baldwin. We'll need a new pitcher. So Grody at third, Harrelson at first, Heidman at the plate, Horner on the mound, the pitch. 4-4-6. Yeah, he's going to be. I think he's going to be out. I thought we got lucky there. 4-4-6. Is Horner a star? No, he is not. We move on. Is Heidemann a sad sack? Utility or patient? He is utility. Called third strike. The side is retired. Should swing the stick, son. He does not. He does not swing the stick. And he will strike out. They leave him on the corners. We go to the top of the ninth. We need a new pitcher. Jay Johnstone will be at the plate for the Phillies. Now let's see who we have available. Lefty, righty, switch hitter. Jerry Cram. Only threw 5 innings. Well, why not? Do we have Jerry Cram available? Did they card him? Probably not. Why would you? I wouldn't. Let's see, though. Well, we're going to go with Harry Parker. Workman, semi-workman, semi-flash. That's who we're going with, Harry Parker. Pitch the ninth. Parker to face Jay Johnstone. The pitch to Johnstone. 3-6-6. Oh boy. 3-6-6. Pinch hitter. Nope. Flies out to center, so he flies out to Del Unser. 1 down. That brings up Cash 2 for 3. He had the big hit in the 7th, I do believe. Yep. There's the big hit that knocked in 2. The pitch to Cash from Parker. 1-3-3. What will it be? We shall see. 1-3-3. Slugger. Is Dave Cash a slugger? I'm looking at his home runs. 40 doubles. He could be a slugger. He has no decide or die, though. Cash is not a slugger. He's a hero, scraper, semi-eager, good eye. So that's going to be a fly out to left. Kleins makes the catch, 2 down. Fly out to left. 2 down. For Larry Boa, 2 for 3. Boa's homer today. 3-3-4. Does it close the door? 3-3-4. Ace or star? Well, I'm pretty sure Parker is neither of those. No, he's not. Is Boa a sad sack? No. That's a single to left with a flag. Oh boy, let's see what the flag means. Eager batter grounds out. Is Boa eager? Yes, so it takes away the hit. Ground ball. Boa is out and the side is retired. That is so cool. That's a cool thing History Maker Baseball does. So we're going to say diving stock by Felix Millan because he was eager. And the side is retired. Parker does his JOB. The Mets need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Horner's coming out. We're going to go with Super Bowl Tournament. How you doing? Hope all is well. Our good friend Mike in the truck. We're going to go Gene Garber to close it out. So Garber the righty. Now we have to make the change. Phillies, Garber. I had him. Where are you, Mr. Garber? I saw you. We have to do our snippet tool. There's Gene. He is the closer. They have a special closer rule, which I don't remember, and I'm not going to look up. I'm just going off his traits. Alrighty. 5-3 Phillies. In reality, Philadelphia lost 2-1. A little History Maker baseball on the channel using Action PC Baseball 2026 manual entry. And Garber will come in to close it. And let's just look real quick. I'm just curious about the closer. I know there's a closer option. If I can find it quickly. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. When you bring a closer into the game. Clarifications. I knew I saw that somewhere. Advanced options. Example. Again, you don't have to use all the rules. Closer. I know there's a closer. Closer boost. Here it is. Let's read this. If you'd like extra incentive to use a player designated as a team's closer in a save situation, which it is, 3 runs, player with a CL designation gains the ace or semi-ace, I think it's semi-ace quality because there's a dot. So he's a semi-ace quality facing the first batter of the inning. All right. See if I remember that. All right, here we go. So he's a semi-ace just for the first batter. The pitch declines. Who's 2 for 4 from Gene Garber trying to save it for Carlton. We're looking at a 2-5-6. Garber declines. Righty-righty matchup. 2-5-6. 2-5-6. Struggler. No. Champion or patient. I don't think he's either. We'll find out in a second. Is Klein's champion or patient? No. He's going to hit the ball to the infield. We have infield drama. Blue, red, and decider dot. 6-6 with the dot. Infield drama. First baseman gold. Montanez is semi-gold. The decider die says he's gold. Hard shot to his backhand side. He snares it. Races to the bag for out number 1. Purple chart for the next batter, which is chemistry, I do believe. So nice play by Montanez, who is semi-gold. The decider die says he's gold. So that is a hard ground ball out to Montanez, unassisted. Felix Millan 1 for 4. Purple. Team chemistry. One, 3, not harmonious for either team. As we said, they were semi-harmonious for both. 1, 3, pitching harmony, no. Single. So that's a single for Millan. 1 out, 1 on. We go to the blue chart now, which is the right now chart for Ed Kranepool. Kranepool came in to play first after we pinch hit for John Milner. 1-1, no decide or die. 11, cold pitcher. He just gave up a hit. That's a cold pitcher. I believe that's a cold pitcher. He just gave up a hit. That's going to go to the fence. So Crane Pool gives it a ride. Just double check cold. Lots of nooks and crannies. Or would that count because he's a relief pitcher? Pitchers are semi-hot or... Okay, blah, blah, blah. Or semi-cold. Semi-cold if they got a hit. The last batter hot if it's a strikeout. So I don't know how that works for a relief pitcher. I'm going to say he's cold. Hot or cold. One batter each. Yeah, we know that. All other batters are semi-hot for the first 5 innings if they got a hit in the last inning. And semi-cold if they struck out. Okay. Pitchers are semi-hot in the first 5 innings if their last batter they faced was struck out. And semi-cold if the last batter got a hit. So I guess it would be the decide or die. Oh, the decide or die is no dot. Well, that sucks. It's going to be a fly ball to right for out number 2. Anderson makes the catch. So there's 2 down. Guess that's the way we'll play that. Comes down to Joe Torre. Here's the pitch to Torre. God damn it. Here's the pitch to Torre. 1-3-3. Garber to Torre. This could end it. One, 3-3. Oh! Is Torre a slugger? He's got the decider die. Is he a slugger? If it is, it's a 2-run homer. Oh, he's a utility whiffer. Again, he's coming to an end of his career here. So that's going to be a fly ball to end the game on the 1-3-3. Flies out to Lazinski in left. The Phillies win the ball game 5-2. So they had a couple of shots there to do something. Philadelphia wins 5-2, unlike real life when the Mets beat them in 1975 opening day at Shea, April 8th, 2-1. So that was History Maker Baseball using Action PC Baseball 2026 version manual entry. We did learn that you have to click on the delete last play under tools, I think it was. Thank you, Andrew. So that was a lot of fun. I think I did it fairly right, I think. Again, I haven't played History Maker Baseball in a while. I just felt like playing it. I thought it'd be fun to do it this way. All right, so there you have it. And that game is in the books for 75. Let's see. Larry Bowa is the MVP of the game. Your winning pitcher is Carlton, 7 1/3 innings, 2 earned runs. Gave up a homer, walked 1, 9 hits, struck out 5. Horner with the hold, 2/3 of an inning. Garber with the save as he pitched the 9th. Gave up a hit. Seaver takes the loss, 7 1/3 innings. Gave up 5 earned runs. Gave up a homer to Boa. Walked 3, struck out 8. Baldwin, 2/3 of an inning, scoreless. And then Parker pitched a scoreless 9th. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And that is it, folks. I'd like to thank Barbara, World's Worst Gamer, Andrew, Super Bowl Tournament, our good friend Mike in the truck, Ken Castro, H Field 07. Thank you very much once again. Really appreciate the super chat. You didn't need to do that, but it's greatly appreciated. Cutter Historical, our good friend Jeff. Triple G Sports Replays. Check out both those wonderful channels. Bart Lowe's 6747. Larry Harris. VL 1975. And David Zielinski. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. Happy New Year coming up. God bless. Thank you for your time. I love you all. Mets lose, unfortunately. You know what's coming, folks. Peace!